Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for Match Day 25. Wrexham AFC 4, Barrow 1. Yes, it was an amazing game, a statement game. And on the thumbnail, Fletch lives. Fletch, the hat-trick hero, knocked in 3 goals on his 400th appearance for his 400th career appearance for a hat trick. An amazing match for him, man of the match performance, and also Paul Mullen with a stunning free kick. So what a match to watch. With a lot of ups and downs in it. There were a couple injuries that we want to talk about with some lengthy stoppages. So let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll get into some of the news and notes and how we won the match and what we're doing looking forward. So as I mentioned, there were 2 lengthy injuries that happened to 2 of the Barrow players. So let's get an update on them. This is from their website, from their Twitter or X account, whatever we're calling it these days. There were 2 lengthy stoppages. One in the first half for a Barrow player called David Worrell. David Worrell, I think he was knocked out, but he went to the hospital out of precaution, but he has been discharged. So he was injured. He was stretchered off. He's okay, and he's trying to get himself back to recovery. So that's one. Number 2, his replacement, Lucas Stevenson, who clashed heads with McLean in the second half, was also stretchered off. He did not go to the hospital, but he was up and talking. So it was scary times. And credit to the physio team coming out so the medical team to both of them, those gentlemen, and getting them back to health. So I hope they're all okay. So just an update on them. Also, another update as well. It was a fully packed STōK Cae Ras yesterday, a racecourse ground with 12,323 fans, 1,018 away fans. So that was the highest attendance at the STōK since 2007 against Boston United. So congratulations. 4 walls, baby. 4 walls of supporters. And lastly, I want to point out too, which is a really nice moment during the match, was the 48-minute clap for Roger Lloyd, who passed away over Christmas. He was a steward over Christmas. So that was very nice to see in the 48th minute. So, this club has wrapped itself around the community, and that's partly showing how the club does and how the supporters do. Mark Griffiths also brought it up on his during the commentary as well. So that is really, really, really good news. On that note, also too, this has nothing to do with our game yesterday, but there was a defender, Kyle Noyle, who was taken off yesterday for the Stockport-Mansfield game, which was another big result during that match. But someone clashed heads in that 59th minute as well. He was conscious. It was just precautionary for him, so he's responding well. So a couple big injuries yesterday that kind of scary on the first day of 2024, and Happy New Year to everybody. But all those guys seem to be doing okay, and like I said, credit to the through the medical departments to get everyone back to full health. So, let's talk about the match really quick. That was an amazing game. I've never seen anything like that. This club, this league, never seems to have any dull moments. They could have went other ways. The starting lineup to me was awesome by Parkinson, because I said I wanted to maybe get Anthony Ford on that right side or Barnett to get some crosses in, and he did. Having Gio back was great. Having JJ on the bench and starting Fletcher up front next to Moles was fantastic. Going into the match, I'd said that we need to get the ball on the carpet, need to put the ball out wide and get some balls in the box, and that's what we did. Even though we got punched in the mouth right away. 33 seconds in, Barrow scored. It was we got rinsed pretty bad. It went through us, and the ball went in the back of the net. No, we didn't even get a chance to sit down and walk through the lineups at that point. But fair play to us. We stayed calm. We stayed collected. Gio stepped on the ball, had a lot of poise in the midfield. I thought the back line was fantastic. Cleworth played really well. Okonkwo had some fantastic saves as well. But then the injury happened, which kind of messed things up in regards to the flow of the match. But Barrow, before the injury happened, we had all the possession. I think it was like 65% possession. But Barrow, their back line was sound. Ray at the back was really good. Their keeper made some good saves. I thought they were really set up really well. So you could see why they've won 14 on the bounce, or haven't lost 14 games in the last league matches. So fair play to them. They're gonna do well. They'll probably be up there or thereabouts in the playoffs. So, but on that note, we did break at our hat trick hero, Fletcher comes in and he talked about it after the match. He's like, I didn't know if I was fully fit to start, but it was again his 400th career appearance for the man. Top notch yesterday, and I got to say I was a little concerned because I didn't think we were going to break them down. Their defense was so solid, but after the match, there was a quote that I thought that was really interesting that he had said, that Fletcher said. He said, I started the match. I was a little winded. He thought my legs were put on backwards, which I thought was really a really clever statement. And he wasn't like a little rubbery, he said, but he had a great, the goal that broke us tying it up was fantastic. It was in an injury time later on. I think it was like 3 goals in 10 minutes or whatever. He said that the 1-2, him and McLean just bang, bang. He said he just wanted to rip it and go through, and that's exactly what he did. So it was a fantastic goal, and it started us off to where we needed to be. Second goal was great. Mull's free kick was awesome. The header goal off of the McLean free kick was great. He said Tozer. This is I'm going to get his quote actually here. That Steve Parkin interview there. Okay, he started to get his feet. Good to get his first goal. He's aged and he's getting minutes under his belt. This is the interview afterwards that Fletcher had. After first 20 minutes, he didn't think it was the right decision, but he was tired. After the first goal, he got a lease on life. He got a buzz about it. Combination with him and Bowles, as I mentioned. He said it was kind of like a hit and hope. He just smashed it. He said he worked the second goal in training to get on the back post. This is what I was saying. He told Tozer, he said, block your man and I'll go to the back post and I'll bang it in. He said they had the momentum and they felt like they needed to get a bounce back after Walsall. And we talked about it, like shaking it off and getting back in. And this was that statement match. So Fletcher was great yesterday and a totally man of the match performance. I didn't see his actually, I do have his stats up here. 400 appearances. That was yesterday. So he played 70 minutes, 3 goals, 33 touches, 4 touches in the opposition's box, 7 passes into the final third, 4 for 4 shots on target. Yeah. 2 headed clearances, 2 recoveries, 9.6 rating, and man of the match performance, obviously. So Fletcher was all over the shop, and he was unreal. And I got to talk about Mulls up front, working off of him. Mulls' free kick. Oh my God, just how pure Beckham-esque. It was an interview with Steve Parkin afterwards. He said that the day before that Mulls was practicing his free kicks, and he said he were using a yellow ball and a white ball. He thought that the yellow ones were flying a little bit further than the white balls. He said he lost 6 balls in practice. So listen, practice makes perfect, and that time it was perfect. Dinked it in under, went over the. I think it's a wall of 4. Hits the bottom of the post, and a fingertips. Guy trips over, the keeper trips over. He couldn't do anything about it. He's never going to get it, and that goes in. And Mullen's fantastic. And you got to see it. I felt like the after the injury, I didn't know where this could go. They could have ridden this out, Barrow, and they could have played 5 at the back for the rest of the match, and we would have been screwed. On another day, like I said, what happened at Walsall, we didn't get the rub of the green. This time, this was that statement game. And coming through this period, getting 12 out of 15 points. And yes, we didn't play the forced green game. That's still in our future. We need to get those points on the board and play that match. Coming through this period, this crazy period, I think it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I want to also, we had Gio back. I want to talk about him and him. Like I said, when we were going into this match, stepping on the ball, I really thought his poise was key in those moments when we could have gotten a little pushy, and we could have started putting balls over top to Mulls and to Fletcher and having him knock it down. But we didn't do that. We kept the ball on the deck, and I think it was important important way to have us win this game. So really, really excited to see that. Huge 3 points yesterday, and a great statement game going into 2024. And at the same note, I mentioned it earlier, Mansfield Town won yesterday. They beat top of the tree Stockport. So that's huge. That is absolutely huge. And I'm going to walk you through the standings now. So Stockport are on top of 51 points. They played 26 games. Okay, 51 points, 26 games. Mansfield Town, they're the hottest team in the league behind Barrow. So they're definitely the hottest team in the league behind Barrow. Mansfield Town are in second place, who obviously beat Stockport yesterday. They have played 24 matches. and they have 49 points. Their goal difference is 25, and that's important because we've played 25 matches. We're in third place. We have 49 points with a 16 goal diff, plus 16 goal diff. And right behind us is Barrow, 45 points, and they're in fourth place. And then Notts County, 42, and then Crew, 41. So that's where we're at. And I think it's, like I said, having the result yesterday, having Stockport lose, the draw would have been better, I think. But we're right on the we're right on their heels. If we had our, if we had our game, if we played 26 and had our points there, we'd be top of the tree with 52 points. But I like our position. I like where we're at. Remember, top three go up. So, it's just, wow. It's just impressive. It's really impressive. So great to come through this period. And getting those points on the board. So we're gonna push on forward. Remember, this week coming up, and we'll talk about this a little bit more. This week coming up, we have an FA Cup round 3 match away at Shrewsbury Town. We'll do a match preview for that. They're coming up this week. That is a 6 a.m. kickoff on Sunday for me, January 7th. So it's a 2 p.m. kickoff GMT. So I'll be up early for that one. We'll do a watch along. And again, thank you everyone for joining the watch alongs. It's really been growing. I've really been enjoying it. A lot of interaction. People from Italy, people from India, people from South America, all around the States, Kansas City. A lot of really fun people coming on. Got the halftime show with Mike. Always calls in. He's awesome. Love chatting with him. Gets great analysis. Always has great stats. Chicky Brewer. Just Fraz, fantastic. So thank you, everyone. So I'll be here for everyone in the morning and on the watch alongs and put these out there. I'm going to start doing more live shows during the week too. We're on our way to. I'm on our way to 1,000 subs. Once we get the 1,000 subs, I think that'll be a good goal for us. I want to set that goal to get the 1,000 subs. So please share with your friends. And on that note, let's talk about some really, really good, interesting news. Yes, it's the January window is open, just January 2nd. We talked about Bickerstaff getting his extension, and two very important extensions. And I know we've all heard about it. Is because it was all over the place. Elliot Lee and Paul Mullen, their new contracts, both to 2027. They had an interview after the match. They both were buzzing, and they should because, having those two guys, wrapping them up for the next few years is fantastic. They wouldn't want to play anywhere else. Yeah, they've been talking about Moles going to Saudi, but he's not going anywhere. He's staying in red. And I like it. He's going to be a Red Dragon. Elliot Lee's going to be a Red Dragon. They said they love the place. After it, they said unbelievable. They don't want to play anywhere else. They said the club came to them with their offers, and they jumped at it. They want to stay here a lot longer. And in fact, Mull said in his interview, I stayed here a lot longer than I expected. But he said it was a no-brainer. They both did. He said, Elliot Lee, it was a double interview, by the way. Elliot Lee said that, you get some clubs, you fall in love with the club. This is that club. He's like, they're over the moon. So having those two guys locked up would be fantastic. Now we need to lock up Okonkwo and maybe add an extension onto Fletcher and hit that midfield up a little bit. So my thoughts. So that they've been together for 18 months, but this is a great start to pushing forward. Hopefully we can progress League One, Championship, all those good things. Shh, don't say it out loud, but that's what we're pushing for. There's also some rumors out there about some strikers coming in, and they're just rumors, and I don't want to put anything out there that isn't real that I don't know about. So until we get concrete information, not going to be like this is happening. So there was a couple people that sent me things about Lawrence Shankland coming down to Wrexham as a striker. I think he's 27 years old. Don't know about it. But once we get information, we'll get it. Like I said, I'm not going to go off Twitter or anything like that. We'll get concrete information. Stuff to get information, rumor stuff out there. So, moving on. Let's see here. Hot take afterwards. They were talking about it. Griffiths and those guys were freezing. They were talking about it. Yeah, I want to talk about Parkinson here. This is what I want to talk about. Parkinson and his record. Parkinson's record. This is a fantastic record. Think about this. Parkinson's record and his management style is fantastic. I love it. I love what he's doing with this club. So Parkinson's record. He had his 75th game at the helm. He's won 59, drawn 12, lost 4, goals for 206, goals against 76. So think about that. That is incredible. And his stewardship with this team is very, very impressive. He has a great feel for the club. He's got a great feel for what he wants. An old vet, old wiry vet, but he knows what he's doing. And those are great stats. So it's good to have him on our touchline and continue to move forward. And the fact that he kept us patient yesterday, we didn't panic after getting punched in the mouth so early. Fair play. Fair play, because it could have went tits up yesterday. Moving on. So a couple things coming up. So we have the Shrewsbury game coming up. Good thing is we got some people coming back from injury. You saw Anthony Ford get the nod yesterday. I thought he did really well, putting good balls in the box. And Barnett got some time yesterday, and that's important because Jacob Mendy has been selected for his international side and will not be here for this weekend's match. So very, very important that we get those guys back to fitness and get them comfortable playing again, because the African Cup of Nations is coming. He could go. We need that cover at that right back. Fevrier would be a great signing. He played. You saw him a few weeks ago. I think he plays at Yeoviltown. I'm looking him up real quick. This guy I'd love to get. Fevrier. Yeoviltown. I don't know. Looking it up. Justin Fevrier. Yes, I like this kid. Justin Fevrier. I would love to get that kid. Probably can't get it, but I like this guy, Justin Fevrier. He was really good right wing back that played really well against us a couple weeks ago. I hope I have that right. I think it is correct. But Justin Fevrier, I think that's the guy. Anyways, what else is going on? So we're off this week in the league. After that we're going home against Wimbledon, away against Newport County, and back home against Crawley Town. So those are very winnable matches. Right now, Wimbledon are in 7th, Newport County are in 18th, and Crawley Town are in 12th. So mid-level teams, but we got to get those W's up. It's a great statement game. And again, Fletch lives, baby. Fletch was fantastic. I really loved his performance. So yeah, that is your Wrexham reaction. I want to keep everyone here longer. I really appreciate everyone's time coming in on a Tuesday morning. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's get after it. It's going to be a fun rest of the season. And on that bombshell, I will see you all later.